I'm going to ask a favor from the people who are going to watch me. And that's basically what it is. Years ago, I'm going to read the verse. I've never preached a message using this as a text. But the verse I want to read is Micah 6:8. He hath shown thee, O man, what doth the Lord require thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. I remember when I was going to export in 1982, riding up there to go to school there for the first time. Back in 82, the fall of 82. Remember as I was riding up there, I started to daydream. Because, I was studying for the ministry, and I was actually daydreaming about what I might preach on one of these days and where I might preach. As I was daydreaming, I just kind of saw myself in a church. It was actually sort of on the dark side, like a lot of the country churches tend to be, older country churches tend to be in the building. Not super dark, but just darker. And I remember in that daydream thinking, me preaching from this very verse. Micah 6:8, he hath shown thee, O man, what doth the Lord require thee, but to do justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. It was a 3-point message, of course, natural, to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. And of course, I'd heard about 3-point in the poem messages before. I know I've heard them many times before. I never forget, though, I don't know when the first one I heard like that. But I remember a few months earlier hearing this preacher from out in Illinois by the name of Bobby Lonsberry. He held a weekend revival at the church I attended back then. I noticed a lot of times he would use 3 points in his message. And yes, occasionally he would even read a poem. And I remember there thinking, just daydream, having a 3-point in a poem message from Micah 6:8. It's been 41 years now, almost 41. I still haven't done it. But I made a decision at the end of last year that I was going to make this the year, this coming year, which we're already in, 2023, the year that I get my first message together on Micah chapter 6, verse 8. He hath shown thee, O man, what doth the Lord require thee, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with thy God. I'll tell you something. And I've seen some, and I'm not saying no, yes or no to them, but for the fun of it, I thought I'd just throw this out to y'all. Does anybody have any poems that would go good with Micah 6:8? You can text me at 540-660-9277. You can write me at Reverend Warren Chip Roy, P.O. Box 78. Not 78, pardon me. P.O. Box 884, Stevens City, Virginia, 22655. Once again, Reverend Warren Chip Roy, P.O. Box 884, Stevens City, Virginia, 22655. Or you can email me at evangelistwmr2@yahoo.com. Once again, you can text me at 540-660-9277. Once again, 540-660-9277. You can write me at Reverend Warren Chip Roy, P.O. Box 884. 884, Stevens City, Virginia. Once again, Reverend Warren Chiproy, P.O. Box 884, Stevens City, Virginia, 22655. Or you can email me at evangelistwmr2, it's the number 2, at yahoo.com. I hope to hear from some of you. You could even make a comment. Maybe you have something you want to send me in a comment. That's okay. That's just the reason I done this, for the fun of it. Just see how people will respond. God bless y'all, and y'all have a great day. And just let's all get on fire for God. Let's all seek Him today with all our heart. Let us all spend more time in the Bible. Let us all get to know the Lord more now than ever. I believe Jesus will be coming, and we want to be ready. We need to be ready. And one thing I often said, when I get to heaven, I don't want to look around and see nobody there with me. Nobody that I helped lead to Jesus. I want to be there with souls I've helped to win. I think that should be all our desire. God bless you.